In today's episode, we're covering a case involving a drone pilot who carried out a fully legal flight over a factory. He was flying a drone under 250 grams in public airspace and was following all the rules. There was nothing unlawful about what he was doing. Even so, the police were called that a female officer and a PCSO arrived at the scene. What happens next is frustrating to watch. The officer appears confused about the current drone regulations, but speaks as if she is certain. She refers to laws that are no longer in use and mentions restrictions that simply are not real. The pilot calmly explains the correct rules and responds to each claim. He shows that he is operating within the law. Despite this, the officer continues to challenge him and eventually warns that he could be arrested. But let's take a closer look at how the situation...
You can have whatever you like, love. Are you recording me?
Yes, I am. Are you recording me?
I am.
Fair play. Okay. We had a call. Are you aware?
That's why I'm still here waiting.
Oh, okay. They are saying that you've been flying a drone.
That's right.
Over the premises.
That's right.
Oh, okay. And what's the intention of that?
To take a video. It don't matter what the intention is. It's uncontrolled airspace, love, and I can fly wherever I like.
Oh, and have you got any certificate for that?
I don't need a certificate for it.
But you got flyer ID?
I have got a flyer ID.
Yeah.
Have you got that?
I have.
You got that on you?
I have.
You got that on you now?
I have.
Okay, where is it?
In my pocket.
Okay, can we have it?
Oh, right. You mean, can we have a look at your flyer ID, please?
Yeah.
Pretty much that, so yeah,
So what are the rules and regulations then of flying over an occupied space?
You're supposed to know this, not me.
Well, you're the person that's got the licence, so therefore I'm checking to see whether you know what the rules and regulations are.
Am I alright just to hold it, Peter?
As long as you don't take photographs of it.
I'll record it.
No, don't
Well,
want that.
Record it anyway.
No, don't want it.
Okay.
Don't record it.
It's okay, it's in my possession. I'm not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, I don't want
Okay?
you recording it. It's my property.
Okay, I know. I know
you.
it's property, but you're giving me your property. So what I'll do...
No, you took it off me. I showed it you and you took it out my hand.
Yeah. Because it's
Right,
easy for
and
me.
I want it back now, thank you.
It's easy for me just to get your details. Okay, darling, I'm just going to write it
Right.
down. But
No, you're all right.
Hang on. I'll just quickly take your details.
You've got my details. You've got them on your camera.
Yeah, but I need to rewatch it. It's easier if I just write it down. Now.
Right at the start, she asks to see his flyer ID. He shows it to her, but she takes the card and holds it up to her body camera to record it. Even though he clearly asks her not to film it, a flyer ID is issued by the Civil Aviation Authority as part of the UK drone registration system. Anyone flying a drone that weighs 100 grams or more must have one that hears the issue. There is no clear police power that allows her to keep or seize that card in this situation. He handed it over voluntarily to show he was registered. When he asks for it back, she responds by saying it's easier if she just takes his details instead. Easier for her, perhaps. But that's not how the law works. An officer cannot hold onto someone's property simply because it makes things more convenient. Within the first half minute, boundaries are already being crossed.
Now, if we've come out to somebody, what we'll do is we'll PNC you, right? Because we've come out specifically to come see you because you've been flying.
Yeah, but I don't have to give you my details. The only reason I've given you my details, I don't even have to give you that. And now she's taking it off me.
She hasn't taken it off.
She's refusing to give it me back.
Okay.
Don't matter, I want it back, thank you. My property.
Okay, so what I think it is, okay, and according to the law, have you heard about Article 265 Navigation Order 2016?
Just a series of numbers.
No, it's not.
2016.
It's actually an offence, okay?
Right.
By the sound of it, you have broken the law today.
No, I haven't.
So now, if you just listen out to me, okay? So I suspect you have broken the law. In order to what, I expect to obviously ask for your details, get your full name, date of birth, etc.
I haven't broken any laws.
Now she brings up what she believes is the key rule. Article 265 of the Air Navigation Order 2016, and says it as if that settles everything. The problem is she's applying the wrong rules. The sections she's referring to mainly concern heavier drones. This pilot was flying a drone under 250 grams, and that falls into a different category with different permissions. Under current guidance from the Civil Aviation Authority, drones under 250 grams are allowed to fly closer to people than 50 meters. In many cases, they can fly over people and operate in residential recreational, commercial, and industrial areas, provided it's done safely. The 50-meter and 150-meter distance limits she keeps quoting generally apply to drones that weigh more than 250 grams. His drone does not. Different weight class, different rules. When he calmly explains this, she doesn't pause to review the regulations. Instead, she sticks to her position and continues to argue her point.
Okay. Right. Would you like me to demonstrate what it is?
You can demonstrate what you like, and then I'll show you the proper version.
The proper version?
Yeah, the proper version that says a sub 249 gram drone can fly anywhere. As long as it's not,
No.
as long as it's not an airfield or a prison.
No, this other
That's
laws.
2016, that's 8 years old.
But it's
Yeah.
slightly
Six years
changed with the recording device, hasn't it?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does if you record
No, it doesn't. You don't know nothing, mate.
Do you
I'll
just
show you in a
wanna-
minute.
That's on there. Do you just want to go through the point and I'll just add this to the log?
Well, we haven't seen where you've been flying.
Would you?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because you're not supposed to fly with 150 metres of
Who's told you that
built-up
rubbish?
area.
Who's told you that?
That's what it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
PCSO steps in. He claims that you cannot fly within 150 meters of a building if the drone has a recording device attached. That rule simply does not exist. There is no part of UK drone law that limits flights based on whether a drone has a camera. The 150-meter restriction he seems to be thinking of relates to heavier drones, those over 250 grams, flying near congested areas. It has nothing to do with cameras or recording equipment that in this case, the rule is being quoted incorrectly and applied to the wrong type of drone. It's stated with complete certainty. That's what makes the situation even more frustrating to watch.
Yeah. I understand about the small drone. I understand
Yeah.
about that. But you got a recording device on it.
Doesn't matter.
What
Does
is
not
What is your
matter.
purpose
Making videos.
of?
Oh, what do you think?
I don't know.
What do you think I videoed?
I don't know what you've
A factory.
So what is your purpose? Why are you?
To video a factory. That's what I do. 400 and odd videos on YouTube. This is the third one today.
Have they given you permission to film?
You don't need permission. As long as I take off and land in a public place, I can fly wherever I like.
Well, if it's a private place, isn't it? It's not a public place.
No, I said if I take, as long as I take off and land in a public place, I can film whatever I like, and I can fly wherever I like, as long as it's not an
Okay,
airfield
what about human
or a
act
prison.
right then?
What about what?
What about human act rights? What about human act rights?
Human what?
Human act rights.
I don't know what you're
Have
saying.
you not heard about human act rights?
What about it?
She then claims he needs permission from the business to fly over its property. That's not how UK airspace works. In the UK, you need the landowner's permission to take off and land on private property. But once a drone is in the air, the airspace is regulated by the Civil Aviation Authority, not by the person or company that owns the ground below. If the airspace is not restricted, and this industrial estate isn't, you do not need the business owner's approval to fly through it. Next, she shifts her argument and refers to human act rights, repeating the phrase several times. She appears to be trying to rely on Article 8 of the Human Rights Act 1998, which covers the right to respect for private and family life. However, Article 8 does not usually apply to things that are clearly visible from public place. A factory located on an industrial estate, seen from public land and public airspace, would not normally carry a reasonable expectation of privacy simply because someone is recording it.so. She is referring to legislation she does not name correctly and applying it to a situation where it does not appear to fit.
For example, right to privacy. No?
Right? Haven't you heard that there's no such thing as privacy in a public place?
Well, they are a private business.
Right. Okay. Let me run a scenario past you then.
Okay. No, you're not running any scenario.
I am
past
going to
me.
run a scenario
Okay.
past you.
You
If I
are-
stand outside Buckingham Palace and photograph or video the Queen on her balcony, which is private property, I can do, and nobody
Yeah,
can
but
do anything
there's
about
no
it.
balcony now, are
What?
they? There's no balconies here, are they?
What difference does that make? The point I'm making is,
It is.
I'm videoing somebody on private land.
Okay, but that's not a scenario we're talking about, are
No,
we?
it is. That's what you've
We are
just been talking
We
about.
are talking about you flying over a private business.
Doesn't matter.
Okay?
Doesn't matter.
Well, it is, because...
No, it isn't.
Well, it is.
Here's the part that really stands out. J tries to explain the legal principle with a simple example. He says that if he stands outside Buckingham Palace and films the Queen on her balcony, he is allowed to do so. The palace is private property, but he would be filming from a public place where he has every right to stand. The point is straightforward. If you can clearly see something from a location you are lawfully allowed to be in, you are generally allowed to record it. It doesn't matter whether it's a member of the royal family or a factory building. But instead of addressing the principle, she looks around the industrial estate and says there are no balconies there. She focuses on the example itself rather than the rule behind it, completely missing what he is trying to explain. And this is the same officer who is about to warn him about possible arrest. If you're watching this and thinking you wouldn't...
You've got to get the current laws, not laws. It's like saying 50 years ago, 60 years ago, they used to hang you for murder, but they don't anymore.
Well,
so that I'm not going to get hung.
There are certain laws that still stand, okay? And I don't think this is one of them, all right?
So what, sorry?
I don't think you've got any right to be filming.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think, we're talking about the law.
Yeah, we are.
Right, and you're wrong.
We are.
You are wrong, yes, thank you.
I shall clarify.
Yeah.
You are wrong.
Are you telling me if I get myself on the road,
As long as it's sub 250, yeah?
yeah, and stand in the road and film you,
Yeah,
fly it over your garden,
yeah.
that's absolutely fine with you.
You can fly it over my garden. Now, if you
Okay.
try and video in through the windows and stuff like that's a different matter.
Well, how do you know I'm not?
I don't. But you're talking about scenarios, and you didn't want scenarios a minute ago when I'm talking about the Queen.
Yeah, but that's a different matter.
Why is it a different matter?
Because it's the Queen.
Because I was saying it and not you. Right, okay. Don't have to give it you.
You do. Because
Why do I?
suspect you committed an offence.
That's what, sorry?
I suspect you've committed an offence, so I need your name, your date of birth and your address. In order to
I'm not giving them
contact
to you.
In order, in case we need to contact you further in relation to this, if they want to make a complaint, okay?
Huh?
At this point, none of her earlier arguments have worked. So she changes direction and asks for his personal details. She says she suspects he has committed an offense and needs his name, date of birth, and address. However, when asked what the offense is, she cannot clearly explain it. The PCSO then claims that refusing to give her name and address is itself an offense. That's a common misunderstanding. Under Section 24 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, often called PACE, an officer can arrest someone only if they have reasonable grounds to suspect an offense and believe that arrest is necessary. One reason arrest may be considered necessary is to confirm a person's name and address, but that only applies if there are genuine grounds to suspect an actual offense in the first place. There's also Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, which allows police to require someone's name and address if they reasonably believe that person has been acting in an antisocial manner. Lawfully flying a drone does not meet that standard. SOPJ asks a simple question. Am I being detained? She answers no. If he is not detained, and there is no clear offense, they do not have the power to force him to provide his details. They can request them, but he is not required to comply.
Well, we're trying to find out what the story is. We're not
Yeah,
trying
that's
to,
fine. I'll stand here all day until you find
I
out.
haven't got time for that. I haven't got time for
But
that.
what
Well,
the-
that's not my problem.
But what the officer's asking is, she's got the right to ask you for your name and your date of birth, and it's an offence not
No,
to give it.
no, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it
only
is.
an offence if I refuse to give my name and address, if I've been arrested or I'm being detained.
Well, you're not being any of those.
Right,
We're
thank
trying
you. So I don't have to
find
give
out,
I don't have to give my details.
But we don't know whether an offence is
She's
being
got my
committed.
name. She's got my flyer ID. She can track me through my flyer ID.
You realise that if you don't give me the details, I'm going to have to arrest you.
That's all right. Then I'll sue you.
Fine, you can well, you're not going to sue me, but I haven't got your details. You're refusing your details. You have committed an offence in my eyes. So I need your details so I can deal with you without taking you to custody. If you refuse those details, I'm going to have to arrest you. Okay.
And what are you going to arrest me for?
For breach of that.
For breach of that?
For breach of the flying. Yeah. breach
What
of-
flying rule's that? Explain to me. Give me the details.
The one that you've been arguing to me about.
Right, which is what?
And then it happens. She warns him that he could be arrested if he does not provide his details, but he remains calm and asks a simple, direct question. Arrest me for what? Her response is unclear. She refers to a breach of the flying, but does not name a specific law or offense. That is not a proper legal basis for arrest. Under Section 24 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, an officer must have reasonable grounds to suspect that a specific offense has been committed, and the arrest must be necessary. It cannot be based on a vague concern or uncertainty. There must be a clearly identified offense that in this case, she cannot name one. And without a defined offense, there is no lawful foundation for arrest. Throughout the exchange, he has remained within the law, while the justification for police action has not been clearly established.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Unmanned aircraft
Right,
need to people, vessels, vehicles, or structures.
right,
Okay?
right.
That alone. Thank
Right.
you very much. Yeah?
But you're quoting specific weights, etc. But you can't prove to us what weight you're
You're
thrown in.
refusing.
Oh, I can do.
We
You're
can't, because you're
refusing
not allowing
to,
us to see it. So
I can
therefore,
do.
the officer's got the right, because at this moment she doesn't know whether an offence has been committed, to ask you for your name and address and the date of birth. It's a normal thing, but you're refusing to do that. You're making it difficult.
I'm not making it difficult.
You are.
I'm just telling you. I'll show you my drone, that's all I'm going to do.
I see you've got a lot of time in your hands, alright?
I'll show you my drone, that's all I'm going to do. And then you can see it's a sub 250 gram drone. Then there's no argument.
But why haven't you done it before then?
You what, sorry?
Why haven't you?
Because it's up there.
In the end, he simply shows them his drone, under 250 grams, just as he said from the beginning. Everything the officer quoted doesn't apply to his drone. Every rule the PCSO invented isn't real. Every threat she made had no legal basis at all. But what's really frustrating is that she had multiple chances to pause, listen, and admit he might be right. But she didn't. Admitting she was wrong would have been harder for her than looking foolish on camera. The real issue isn't just that she didn't know the law, it's that she refused to learn it, even when someone was showing her clearly. You don't need to be a legal expert as an officer, but if you're going to threaten someone with arrest, you should at least know what law you think they've broken. She quoted rules that didn't apply, made up restrictions about cameras, misnamed the Human Rights Act, and when asked what offense she was arresting him for, her answer was simply breach of that. This isn't proper policing, it's guessing. And guessing shouldn't come with the power to take away someone's freedom. That if this video helped you understand your rights, drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.